Hey guys, this is 128 and I just quickly wanted to talk about my new free Pi menu based add-on called Ultimate Sculptor. It is made for sculptors and sculpting in Blender. So let's just get right into it without wasting any time. So currently I am in the object mode. Let me just go into the sculpt mode, and as you can see, I am using this monkey for just demo purposes. The first feature is this first pie menu, the basic pie menu, that is the Q. So if you press Q, you can just quickly select any brush that is available in the Blender sculpt mode. So you can quickly change between draw to grab or any brush that is available. You can basically customize this whole menu to whatever you want in this preferences tab. So yeah, so currently we have draw on the south. You can choose any brush that is available in the blender, so let's say clay, and then you press Q and you can see now that clay is here, and basically you can customize it. And I have reserved one slot for strength of the brush, but you can also change that, and you can do size, or you can do both. Or if you don't want all of that, you can just choose this option, override to use as a brush slot, and now it becomes same thing like every other. Then we have alt q. So now you can see in this HUD menu. So this is basically one more feature, that is this HUD menu, heads up display, that shows the current brush you are using, the multi-res level, the polygon count, and the previous brush that you were using. So I was using clay strips and now I am using draw. So if I just press alt q, I can quickly toggle between the previous brush and the current brush. So just focus on this, you can see, or you can see here that I am quickly toggling between the previous and the current brush, and this also saves the settings for that brush. So even if I change, the settings are still preserved. Yeah, that is alt q. Then if you press shift q, we have this menu, this pie menu. In this pie menu you get symmetry options. Just basically everything is one click. So shift x, symmetry is on the x axis, shift y on the y axis, and shift z, and yeah, so on. Then we have multi-res up and multi-res down. So this is like multi-res workflow if you want to use that. So if I, so my mesh, my monkey doesn't have any multi-res now, but if I just use multi-res up, it adds a multi-res modifier with default level being 3, and you can just start working on this. And if you want, you can level down. So now you can see this level 2 and level 1. And when you are at the lowest level, it asks if you want to remove the multi-res modifier. You can say okay, and it will remove the multi-res modifier and everything that you did with that. So that is that. That's good. Then we have the remesh. This is just our simple remesh operation that we do. Control Z, I'll go back. You can just R and choose your voxel size, and shift Q remesh. Okay. Then we have one click dynotopo. Now, what's the difference between this and this is when you try to turn on dynotopo from here, it asks you this, like gives you this warning, and then you have to click enable. So I just skip that step, and it is now one click on and off. So when you are in dynotopo, you can't obviously use remesh. And the last option in the shift queue is extract from the mask. So if you press q, and I'll just quickly make a mask. So let me first remesh this whole thing. Remesh once, q mask. I'll create a mask, shift q, mask extract. It will give all of these options. So these are more than what we have in the default mask extract of the blender. And press ok. If you want to convert directly the mesh extracted into a like object without having all the modifiers on, you can turn on convert to mesh. Okay, and it is converted into this mask. I'll create one more mark, shift q, extract, and you also have this shrink wrap. If you want the uh what's the mesh to wrap around this, you can just turn on this. Okay, it will be first, it will be like kind of glitch because the like the polygon is too low. So yeah, that is that. Then we move on to our advanced menu, that is the uh, control queue. And in control queue, first we have this simple silhouette option. You can just toggle on and off control queue silhouette off. It's really helpful to check out your characters or prop silhouette. Then we have unions. If I just go into object mode, shift D, select both into sculpt mode, our advanced menu, and just press union. What it will do is convert both, or like basically merge them, like control J first and then remesh it to something that we can work with. I'm gonna add some options. If you like choose voxel, then it will ask for like voxel size and stuff to remesh. So I'm trying to do that in the next versions, but for now it is this. And the original meshes, like we had those two monkeys, it will be hidden, but those will be available. Then we have basic shade smooth and shade flat in the control queue advanced menu. Then set origin to geometry. Then we have topology relax. So you can see, if when I selected relax, it relaxed all the like jagged faces. That is basically like sculpt, and then relax topology. And we have for symmetrize, it will like symmetrize in one click. Don't want that. uh, then we have control q, a polish, a high res polish operation. So when you do that, it will like first it will remesh the whole thing with 0.01 voxel size, and then it will do some smooth processing on it, like 25 to 30 times. So if I do this, you can see this happens. The polygon count has gone up, and it has kind of like smooth out the surface and tried to preserve the edges as best as it can. So if you do this process again, it will just smooth more and more and more, and the polygon count will go down, not actually up. But yeah, so that is it for the advanced menu. Then we have some two mask feature. So if I choose edge mask, you can see it creates this mask using the edges. This is experimental, so don't rely like it doesn't work really well, but it is there. So if you go up, there's feather. If you go on right, there's spread. And same for the cavity mask. Yeah, so this is the preferences. You can change everything, customize everything you want here. uh, Give your own shortcuts for every menu: brush menu, tools menu, advanced menu. You can say change the default voxel size for our high res polish. And then we have this, the HUD display. You can change the color of this. As you can see, it changes. You can turn off this, all of the HUD. You can turn off them individually. You can change their size, you can change their location, you can change what you want to see and not. Also you can uh, turn this timer into a deadline. So basically, if you add, like let's say I had 5 hours of deadline, it shows you how much time you have left, right? And then we have some digital well-being features, such as every 5 minutes it will give you a save your project warning. Every 25 minutes it will tell you to hydrate and stretch. Every 1 hour it will give you like an encouragement, kind of like a message here, which all of them will fade away in 3 seconds. And then every 5 hours, if you don't like take a break and if you don't quit a blender, it will auto quit blender, but of course with a warning, like a 10-minute warning, that it will be the blender will shut down in 10 minutes. So save your work and all of that. So yeah, that is it. That's the ultimate sculptor. If you download it, please tell me what you think of it. If you want me to add more features and improve all the bugs and stuff. So but yeah, that is it for now. I hope you enjoy, and happy sculpting, happy blending. See you later. Bye bye.